Deep in the desolate hills of southeastern Turkey lies a 12,000-year-old mystery that could rewrite everything we know about human history. Göbekli Tepe, older than the pyramids, older than Stonehenge, is a site that defies explanation. Built by people who weren't supposed to have the tools or knowledge to create such monumental structures, its massive T-shaped pillars stand like silent sentinels, guarding secrets we may never fully understand. But what's even darker are the whispers of ancient rituals, possible human sacrifices, and a sudden, mysterious burial of the entire site. Was Göbekli Tepe the birthplace of religion, a place of unimaginable fear, or something far more sinister? Stick around as we uncover the truth on this episode of Dark Chronicles. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more ancient mysteries. Let's step back to 1994, when German archaeologist Klaus Schmidt made a discovery that would shake the foundations of archaeology. While exploring the hills near Şanlıurfa, Turkey, Schmidt stumbled upon what he thought was a Byzantine cemetery. But as his team began to dig, they uncovered something far older: massive T-shaped limestone pillars, some standing 18 feet tall and weighing up to 20 tons, arranged in perfect circles. Carbon dating revealed the impossible. Göbekli Tepe dated back to 9600 BCE, making it over 12,000 years old, the oldest known monumental structure on Earth. This predates the pyramids of Giza by 7,000 years and Stonehenge by 6,000 years, placing it in the pre-pottery Neolithic era, a time when humans were supposed to be simple hunter-gatherers, not architects. What makes this even more baffling is the craftsmanship. The pillars are carved with intricate reliefs of animals, scorpions, foxes, snakes, and vultures, alongside abstract human-like figures, suggesting a symbolic system far more advanced than anything we thought possible for that time. These weren't random carvings. They were deliberate, possibly ritualistic, hinting at a culture with a complex understanding of art and spirituality. But here's the biggest shock. Conventional history tells us that humans only started building monumental structures after the advent of agriculture around 10,000 BCE, when settled communities had the resources to undertake such projects. Göbekli Tepe flips that narrative on its head. These hunter-gatherers, with no metal tools, no wheel, and no domesticated animals, somehow quarried, carved, and transported these massive stones over miles of rugged terrain. How did they do it? And why? Some archaeologists propose that Göbekli Tepe might have been the catalyst for agriculture, not the result of it. A gathering place that brought tribes together, forcing them to develop farming to sustain large groups. But that theory only scratches the surface of this ancient enigma. As Schmidt himself said before his death in 2014, Göbekli Tepe is not just a site. It's a revolution in our understanding of human history. Now, let's dive into the darker side of Göbekli Tepe, a side that sends chills down the spine of even the most seasoned archaeologists. While the site's age and construction are astonishing, it's the evidence of what happened here that paints a haunting picture. In 2022, a team of researchers uncovered a disturbing carving on one of the T-shaped pillars, a human figure with an exaggerated phallus surrounded by leopards, possibly symbolizing fertility or death. Some interpret this as evidence of ritualistic practices, but others see something more sinister. Nearby, archaeologists have found fragments of human skulls, some bearing cut marks and signs of deliberate modification. These weren't accidental injuries. These were intentional, possibly part of a ceremonial act. Could Göbekli Tepe have been a site of human sacrifice? The idea isn't as far-fetched as it sounds. Similar Neolithic sites like Çatalhöyük have shown evidence of skull cults and ritual killings, often tied to ancestor worship or appeasing supernatural forces. At Göbekli Tepe, the presence of vulture carvings adds another layer of intrigue. Vultures were often associated with death and the afterlife in ancient cultures, perhaps indicating a practice of excarnation where bodies were left for birds to strip the flesh before burial. But the darkness doesn't end there. Around 8000 BCE, after centuries of use, Göbekli Tepe was deliberately buried, covered with tons of earth and debris, as if to erase it from existence. Why would a thriving culture abandon and hide their greatest creation? Some speculate it was a response to climate change, as the region grew drier and resources dwindled. Others suggest a social upheaval, a shift in beliefs that made the site obsolete. But there's a more unsettling theory. What if the people of Göbekli Tepe feared what they had unleashed? Perhaps the rituals performed here spiraled out of control, or they believed the site had become a gateway to something malevolent. The burial might have been an act of desperation, to seal away whatever power they thought lingered in those ancient stones. These questions linger like shadows over the site, making Göbekli Tepe not just a marvel of engineering, but a chilling reminder of humanity's ancient fears. Göbekli Tepe's mysteries don't stop at its construction or dark rituals. They extend into the realm of biblical archaeology, sparking debates that bridge science and faith. The site sits in the Fertile Crescent, a region often called the cradle of civilization, near where the Bible places the Garden of Eden. This proximity has led some researchers to propose a radical idea. Could Göbekli Tepe be the first temple ever built, marking the birth of organized religion? The T-shaped pillars, with their animal carvings and human-like figures, might symbolize early creation myths, perhaps even a connection to the story of Eden itself. Some biblical scholars argue that the site's circular enclosures represent a sacred space where humans first grappled with the divine, a place where they sought to understand their place in the cosmos. The animal carvings, lions, snakes, and birds, could be early depictions of the natural and spiritual worlds, echoing themes found in Genesis. But this theory isn't without controversy. Critics point out that there's no direct evidence linking Göbekli Tepe to the Bible. No inscriptions, no artifacts that explicitly tie it to Eden or other biblical narratives. The site predates the earliest known writing by thousands of years, leaving us with only speculation. Still, the idea persists, fueled by the site's location and its age. If Göbekli Tepe was indeed a religious center, it could suggest that spirituality drove the development of civilization, not the other way around. A profound shift in how we view human history. And there's another layer. Some researchers believe the burial of the site might reflect a rejection of these early beliefs, a turning away from the gods or spirits the builders once worshipped. Whether you see it as a biblical landmark or a testament to humanity's ancient imagination, Göbekli Tepe forces us to ask, what did our ancestors believe? And how did those beliefs shape the world we live in today? The deeper we dig into Göbekli Tepe, the more questions arise. Questions that make it one of the most unexplained mysteries in world history. Let's start with the construction itself. How did hunter-gatherers, without metal tools or the wheel, manage to quarry, carve and transport 20-ton limestone pillars across miles of rugged terrain? Some researchers suggest they used a system of ropes, wooden sledges and sheer manpower, similar to how Easter Island's Moai statues were moved. But even that would have required an immense level of coordination and effort, far beyond what we thought hunter-gatherers were capable of. Then there's the question of purpose. Why build Göbekli Tepe at all? One leading theory is that it was a gathering place for rituals, a kind of ancient pilgrimage site where scattered tribes came together to honor their dead or appease their gods. The animal carvings might have represented clan totems or spiritual guardians, uniting diverse groups under a shared belief system. Another theory posits that Göbekli Tepe was an astronomical observatory, Some pillars appear to be aligned with constellations like Sirius, suggesting the builders had a sophisticated understanding of the stars, knowledge we didn't think existed until much later. But there's no consensus, and each theory raises more questions than it answers. Why are there no signs of permanent settlement nearby? If this was a hub for gatherings, where did the people live? And the biggest mystery of all, why abandon it? Around 8000 BCE, the site was buried, not by natural forces, but by human hands. Was it climate change as the region grew drier and resources scarce? A social upheaval, as new beliefs replaced the old? Or something more mysterious, like a fear of the site's power? Some fringe theories even suggest extraterrestrial influence, pointing to the advanced construction and celestial alignments as evidence of alien guidance. Though most archaeologists dismiss this as fiction. Whatever the reason, Göbekli Tepe's secrets remain locked in the stones, a puzzle that continues to captivate and confound us. Göbekli Tepe stands as one of the most mysterious places in the world, a testament to humanity's ancient past and its darkest secrets. Was it the first temple, a place of ritual and sacrifice, or something we'll never fully understand? Its T-shaped pillars, carved with symbols we can only guess at, whisper of a time when humans first reached for the divine, perhaps at a terrible cost. The site challenges everything we thought we knew about the dawn of civilization, leaving us with more questions than answers. Did the people of Göbekli Tepe bury their creation to hide a terrible truth or to protect something sacred? What do you think this ancient enigma was really for? A sanctuary, a warning, or a gateway to something beyond our understanding? Drop your theories in the comments below. We're dying to hear what you think. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's biggest mysteries, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us keep uncovering the world's darkest secrets. Don't forget to subscribe to Dark Chronicles and hit that bell so you never miss an episode. Want more ancient mysteries? Check out our playlist. We've got chilling tales like the Nazca lines waiting for you. Next time, we'll explore another haunting enigma. But for now, be careful what you dig up. Some secrets might be better left buried. Thanks for joining us on this journey through time. See you in the next mystery.